Har Har Mahadev. I am Shivikaushik and I welcome you to the first video on my channel. And I'm very excited, but I'm also a bit curious to know what your reaction will be after watching it. As you must have seen in the thumbnail, it mentions Kundalini. Have you ever heard about this term, Kundalini? If you haven't, let me introduce you to it. By the way, people may think that Kundalini is a very deep topic to talk about considering my age, but it is also a topic that can be life changing if somebody gets the right information and gets acquainted with its power in life. You may wonder why I chose to talk about this topic in my first video. Actually, for these past few years, my father has got to know about Kundalini and has got connected to it. And since then, there has been a lot of talk about Kundalini in my house. And after hearing about it, I too got a bit interested and wanted to know what it is and what it does to you. So now let me tell you what I have learned about Kundalini so far. So to understand this, let me first go into the fundamentals and tell you a bit about Shaktism because it is deeply connected to Kundalini. In our Hindu religion, there are mainly three forms of worship on the basis of your idol. First one is Vaishnavism, which worships Lord Vishnu, and the second one is Shaivism, which worships Lord Shiva, and the third one, and the one that we will be discussing in this video, is the Shaktavad, in which the goddess of power is worshipped. This worship of power is also done as in the form of the wife of Lord Shiva. The tradition of worshipping the goddess as the Adi Shakti is called Shaktism, and people who worship Shakti are called Shakts. Shakts worship Shakti and they believe that the entire universe and the human body is operated by the energy of Shakti. In the human body, this power resides in a dormant state in the form of Kundalini, which can be awakened through several complex meditation and yoga practices. So now let's actually talk about what Kundalini is. The power or energy that resides in the dormant state in the Muladhara, right here below the spinal cord, right here in this diagram, is called Kundalini. People who believe in Shaktism worship this power as a goddess and awaken it through hard penance, and when this power rises upwards to the Sushumna Nadi all the way up to the crown chakra, where Shakti, the power, meets its beloved husband and Shiva, which is Shiva, and the seeker attains ecstasy. To attain this experience, there is a whole yoga philosophy about Kundalini awakening, which perhaps very few people know about. A thought may come to someone's mind that how did my father get to know about this topic and why he is so interested in it. So the reason why he is so interested in this topic and how he came across this topic is for the past few years he had some experiences which I think which are very rare, and some people may even find it laughable. In short, I will tell you in detail about these experiences in the future video, but right now it's sufficient to say that he used to do some meditation practices for years. He was doing this without any special knowledge or without any guidance of any guru. The purpose of his meditation was not to do yoga or sadhana, but just to show his devotion to God. Or you can say that it was his own way of meditating and it was his own way of finding peace. It seemed that God in turn had some grace on him, and the meditation process that he had been doing for so many years without any knowledge became a sadhana. And as a result, he started having these confusing experiences which were completely new and amazing for him. And although these experiences were enjoyable, since he had never had any experience with any of these experiences before or ever heard anyone having these sort of experiences before, it would be false to say that they were a bit scary and alarming at first. When he started having these experiences, at first he did not understand what was happening to him. But when the intensity of these experiences increased, all of us in the family got a bit worried as to how he was having these experiences now, which he had never felt before, even though he had been doing the same sort of meditation for years. And then one day my father went on the internet and researched about this topic. He felt that he might be the only one who was experiencing this sort of thing, but he came across several people on the internet that had had similar experiences to him. And then he came across this topic, which is Kundalini, and he found that these thing has also been mentioned in the Hindu scripture, and the more deep topic that all of it leads to is the Kundalini Shakti. Now, while my father does not say that any of these experiences are actually related to Kundalini, one thing is for sure that since he started having these experiences, there has been a lot of change in his life. His mindset has changed and his attraction towards worldly or materialistic things has rapidly decreased. His interest in spirituality and devotion has deepened, and he has more interest in this power and is regularly researching about it every day. Now, I will end this video here. Tell me in the comment section if you knew about Kundalini, and if you did, what were your experiences and what information did you gain about it? In the upcoming videos on this channel, I will talk about some topics of devotion, yoga, form meditation, chanting of names, etc., and what my father has learned over the years from the revered gurus and what he has passed on to me. If you will be associated with my journey of spirituality and devotion on this channel through videos, then this journey will be more interesting and enjoyable, because in this field of knowledge it's very easy to lose your way and not know what next to do. I request you to subscribe to this channel if you find this video interesting, and like it so that YouTube can share it with more people. We end this video here on a musical note, and I will sing this song Itni Shakti Hame Dena Data from the Hindi film Ankush. इतनी शक्ति हमें देना दाता, मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना. इतनी शक्ति हमें देना दाता, मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना. हम चले नेक रास्ते पे, हमसे भूल कर भी कोई भूल होना. इतनी शक्ति हमें देना दाता, मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना. हर हर महादेव.